Okay, so we're continuing on with question 5. It says, which equation represents the line that goes through the points 5, -2, and -5 and 3? Okay, so we've been doing this all week. Okay, so like I said, we've been doing this all week, but it's a little different. If you look at the answer choices, they're not all like y equals mx plus b like number 6 is. So what we're going to have to do is put these in a table and put them in Desmos. So our x's are 5 and -5, and then our y's are -2 and 3. So we're going to put our points in a table in Desmos, as well as these answer choices. Okay? So that we can see which answer choices go through both of these 2 points. Okay? So go to Desmos and follow along with me. You should have Desmos open still. So our x's were 5 and -5, and then our y's were -2 and 3. Okay, and it gives us our 2 points. All right, now let's see. Choice A is y equals -1/2. Make sure you use the division sign, and then go over for times x -5, close parentheses, -3. Okay? And you see that this line does not pass through these 2 points. So, option A is no good. Okay? So, letter B, y equals -1/2, go over, open parentheses, x, oops, back, open parentheses, x plus 5, close parentheses, plus 2. Okay? And we see that that equation still doesn't go through those points. So, if we go back to our worksheet, what I'm doing is I'm putting in these options, and so A and B both didn't go through these 2 points. Okay? So let's check C and D. C is y equals -1/2, -1/2, go over, open parentheses, x minus 5. Okay, close parentheses, and then -2. Oh, look. Okay, we have an equation, and it goes through both of our red points. So, C is our answer. We go back, and it will be letter C. Okay, do it in a different color. C is your answer. Okay, so number 6 says we want an equation in slope-intercept form. You remember what slope-intercept form is? It's y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we want to find an equation like this that passes through the points -6 and 52 and 4 and -23. Okay? So like we've been doing all week, we need to find the approximation of those 2 points. So what we do is we go to Desmos, we put in our points. Our x's were -6 and 4. And then our y's were 52 and -23. Okay? Now you probably won't be able to see it, so you're going to have to zoom out a lot to see their points. Okay? And then we put in our approximation, y1, and then our little tilde / squiggly line, right? mx1 plus b. This is your approximation formula, so if you don't know how to find the equation without the approximation, you really need to memorize this for the test on Friday. Okay? So your m, your slope is -5/2, and your y-intercept is 7. Okay? But we don't like our, wait till I get there. We don't like our slope in decimals. So what we're going to do is go 7.5 in your calculator and hit math, enter, enter. And it'll give us the fraction that we want. Okay? So our slope is negative 15 over 2. Negative 15 halves. Okay? So automatically we know that it can't be this one and it can't be this one because our slope is negative 15 halves. And let's look at our y-intercept. What is our y-intercept? It's 7. Okay? So we go over here. Can't be this one. So we're here. It's B. Y equals negative 5 halves x plus 7 is your equation. Okay? Now, going on to question 7. It says, which equation in standard form has a graph that passes through the points negative 3, 5, and a slope of 7 halves? Okay, so how we're going to go about problem number 7 is just like problem number 5. Okay? We're going to put our points in Desmos. So this is x and this is y. We're going to put our point in Desmos, and then we're going to check to see which one of our equations, okay, we're going to put them in Desmos, and see which one of our equations passes through the line negative 3, 5. Okay? So I go here and I put in my table already. So then I put in my points, negative 3 and 5. And then I just type in my equations. So choice A is 7x minus 2y equals negative 21. And that doesn't work, okay? So A is not right. Go here. A is not an option. Let's try letter B. Okay? 7x minus 2y, and then I just have to change the last number. So let's change it to negative 31. Oh, okay? So B is the right answer because it went through my point, negative 3 and 5. Okay? But let's just check the other two just to make sure that we don't have any wrong answers or messed up our equation. So, since we have 7x minus 2y, they're all the same in each one of these equations, all we have to do is change the last point. Okay? So let's check C, which is 7x minus 2y equals negative 41. Oh, that one doesn't go through it. Okay? So then let's check the last one. D, 7x minus 2y equals negative 5. And that one also doesn't go through it, so it's going to be B, the one that we said. Okay? So now let's go to number 8.
For problem number 8, we're going to type those points in Desmos. So I'm going to type this as a table in Desmos, 0, 7, and 4, 4. And I'm going to put these answer choices in Desmos as well. And I need something that's parallel to those 2 points. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So we're going to add a table, and it's 0, 4, and 7, 4. And now the answer choices. So answer A, y equals 3 over 4, go over, click X, minus 5. Does that line look parallel to those 2 points? No, that's not the answer. Let's type the next one. So letter A is out. Let's type B. Y equals negative 3 divided by 4. Go over X minus 5. Does that line look parallel to those 2 points? Yes, it does. And you can keep typing the other ones. Oh, that was letter C, my bad. So letter C is parallel to those 2 points. You can type letter B and letter D just to make sure. But letter C is the only one that's going to be parallel to those 2 points. So the answer is C. Why? Because when you do the rise over run from point to point, you're going down 3 and over 4. And the only one that has a slope of negative 3 over 4 is letter C. Okay? Make sure that you watch the next video because it will have how to do problems 9 through 13 for the test tomorrow.